Good morning, everybody. I'm on my way on a taxi to the exhibition in Istanbul, and because of this I couldn't make the shiur yesterday, but I'm going to give you a short thing that at least we did something this week. In our parsha is written, Ela mishpatim asher tasim lifnei. Those are the laws you're going to put in front of them. So everybody's asking, why in front of them? What's the difference? And if you look at the laws that are in our parsha, most of them are normal laws that every society got, like the laws between each other, like not to steal, not to kill, and all those other things. There are mitzvot sheben adam lechavero, and those normal things that every society has to have them. And Rashi says those are the laws that are put in front of us. In other words, if you have any case with somebody, you don't take it to a normal court, you take it to a beis din. Why? Because if you take it to a phone call to the goy, it means din goyim, and it's different, and we're not allowed to do it. The question is why? Because if you steal something, so the normal thing is you have to pay back what you stole, and sometimes it's exactly the same law that we've got as the goyim, but it's not true. The whole attitude is different, and we can talk about it a lot, but the time is short, so I'm going to just put a point that is very interesting. A few years ago, I think Nuva, they brought a new product. It's called YOLO. YOLO. What is YOLO? You know what YOLO is? It's a chocolate thing, I think. I don't know. Ma'adan chocolate, whatever it is. And the interesting thing is that before they started the campaign, they had signs that was only written on them, it tastes so good, it's like a sin. It tastes so good, it's like a sin. And then they showed the YOLO, like a few weeks later. And I thought to myself, what, a sin is something good? And a mitzvah is something bad? Doesn't taste good? And then, nevertheless, you know what the headline is YOLO is? You only live once. Which is also nonsense, because we as Jews know that the body is limited, but the soul is forever. In other words, whatever you do in this world, you prepare yourself to the next world. And not like another interesting thing, which Ta'am HaChaim. What is Ta'am HaChaim? What is the taste in life? And everybody in the street you ask, Ta'am HaChaim? Coca-Cola, Ta'am HaChaim. Coca or Coke is the taste of life. But that's not true, because the taste of life is the Torah. Without the Torah there is nothing. And a mitzvah for a Jew is something very enjoyable to do, and if you do it properly, you enjoy it, and it's sweet. It's not bitter. In other words, to tell people that a sin is tasty, that a sin is sweet, it's unbelievable. And we're talking about brainwashing us. They did a test a few years ago with 3 drinks: Pepsi, RC Coke, and Coke, the normal Coke, Coca-Cola. And they gave the people 3 glasses with nothing written on them, and they all looked the same. They all were with Coke. One was Pepsi Coke, the other one was RC Coke, and the third one was Coca-Cola. And they asked people which flavor they like the most, and if they can know what they drank, if it's Pepsi, RC or Cola. The funny thing was, not everybody could say which kind of drink he drank, but most of the people decided that Pepsi, without knowing it, was tastier from all of them. So regarding we're talking about taste, if you give my wife Coke, Pepsi or RC or even or Coke Zero, she will recognize it on the spot. But not everybody does it. But the funny thing is, Pepsi heard about this test, and they started doing testing all over the States, and they won those tests. They were the tastier drink in the test. The funny thing is, do you think that it's increased their sales, or maybe did damage to Coca-Cola? No. At the end of the day, when they ask people what you're prepared to drink, most of the people says Coca-Cola. So Pepsi, with all those good taste and all those tests, didn't help them a lot, because they are being brainwashed for many, many years that Coke is the taste of life. Coke is the best thing. When you ask somebody, what do you want to drink? Most of the answer will be Coke. And that's exactly the difference between us and all the Goyim and all the other nations. For us, Coke is not Ta'am HaChaim, and for us, the Ta'am HaChaim, the taste of life, is going in the ways of the Torah. and we try to get away from sin, and we don't look for the good taste of a sin. We look for the good taste of a mitzvah. So this is why אלה המשפטים אשר תשים לפניהם. Those are the laws that you put in front of them, in front of Am Yisrael. Because only us, only we can understand the meaning of doing the mitzvahs and what's behind it. And don't forget for a minute, it's not for ourselves. We're doing it for everybody. We're doing it for all Am Yisrael, at the end of the day, for the whole world. Have a nice day and a nice end of a week. Bye.